Imagine you're learning to drive. Perhaps you drive and you went through that process. Before you got in a car for the first time to learn how to drive the car, you already learned a lot of information by being a passenger. You understand what roads are, traffic lights. You understand, if you're UK based, you understand what roundabouts are. You know what the car door is and what the handle is and how to get in the car and to put your seatbelt on. You understand what a steering wheel is. You understand loads of information about a car and the road, the rules of the road already. Alternatively, if you were an alien coming from outer space and you've never seen a car before, you wouldn't know what to do. So imagine an alien that's never seen a car before. They wouldn't know what to do with it. They wouldn't know how it worked. They wouldn't know what they were supposed to do. They wouldn't know what keys did. They wouldn't have any of this information at all. So they'd have to gain a lot of information before they could even attempt to learn to drive the vehicle. And birth is a bit like that. Historically, we used to birth with people from our village, our community. The moment you were born, you were then like seeing other babies being born. Throughout your childhood, you experienced birth just from the get-go. It was always something you were exposed to. You saw a lot of birth, you understood what was happening. You had a lot of this information without realizing it. And if you look at indigenous cultures, lots of indigenous cultures that haven't moved over to this the way society is in Western society, there is still so much more of that community and that exposure. And it's the same with feeding as well, seeing babies feeding from their parent, from their mother all the time. You're learning so much information without realizing it. Whereas if you come to Western society, particularly how it is in the UK, and I know it's the same for many other countries, we don't see babies feeding. Often we feel it's a bit of an uncomfortable thing because we don't see it enough, so it seems a bit strange.